people say, you know, there must be a lot of pressure for you to live up to your father's name, and you know, everyone's talking about you and all this other stuff. But for me, I don't see it as a pressure. I see it as I use it as a positive. Some people will look at some of the way I fight and say some of the things I do, I'm copying him, or you know, I'm trying to be like him, and that's not what it is at all. You know, I'm his son. I got that royal blood coursing through my veins. You know what I mean? It's in me. It's my DNA to be how he was. You know what I mean? Like, growing up watching him fight, him being in the gym with me, showing me techniques. You know, obviously stuff's gonna rub off. And whenever there's people talk to me about my dad, they always mention his granite chin. They mention, you know, unstoppable will, never gave up, never quit, and he was a showman. You know, he liked to ruffle feathers. He liked to go out there and do his thing, regardless of what people were saying about him. You know, he always stuck to his guns, and you know, and that's what made people in the end love him.
I was always aware of the fact that I was and am custodian of my father's name.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my duty to make sure that I use his name to inspire, to infect in the positive people, not to do anything which would cause dishonor. And again, my son has these traits and this upbringing is what's in him. And this is what will depict him to be a fighter of genuine worth, if indeed he ever becomes one. James DeGale.
That's a rivalry there, simmering.
Christopher is not rude, his nature isn't rude. In fact, how could it be? He is his father's son. And you, I mean, okay, the public may say, well, we don't know that. You guys know me. It's not in my nature, so it will not be in his. Now, you know, we went up to the gym, quite far away, Depton, I think it was. Christopher handled James well.
Really?
I don't know anything but truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my grain to do anything or say anything which isn't true. Christopher is very comfortable with that fight. Only he has 7 fights. Mick Hennessy has to hold him back. Christopher is of the view, let me off of my leash. Mick can't, and I have to say, you know what, you'll be a better fighter if you climb the ranks as you should. He's way ahead of his time. Now, the reason I mentioned James's name is because he was rude to me.
To you or your son?
He was rude to me. He must do what he can to get edge over my son. With my son, yes.
And Chris, isn't boxing all about rivalries growing?
Let's tell the story. Let's start at the beginning. They were sparring.
Hold on. I was in mid flow. Now, the fact that he was rude to me, he's given Christopher fuel of which he didn't have to. He's given him fuel. Now, the father came and spoke to me. I was never rude to him. I appealed to him to understand that we are parents. He said, you know, you told my son and gave him advice one day. It's not your place to give my son advice. I said, I gave it to him out of love. It's a warrior code thing. I was never rude to his father, so I haven't given James fuel to beat my son. However, James has given my son fuel to beat him. Which, you know, again, you know, and James knows the truth. Now, you can talk all you want about media and sound bites. Oh no, he didn't, I schooled him, you know, Chris Eubank is rude. All of this talk on the internet and in the newspapers. Now, herein lies the point. They both know the truth. Truth always wins.
So is this a potential?
Oh, it's going to happen. It has to happen. They're in the same business. It has to happen. And I want it to. And may the best man win. I do not take sides.
And a needle doesn't harm any story.
No, well, I'm not creating. I'm actually talking of the facts. You know, Nigel and I, we were real. It was not fabricated.
Are you fine now? Do you get on now?
Let me just keep to the point. The point is that James and Christopher Jr., it's real. So there is something brewing, and as you know, members of the public, we want to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have the Queensberry rules, we have the the best boxing board of control in the world, this fight will take place at some point in the future. And if James should beat my son, I will not begrudge him the win. And I would say this to the father of James, Mr. De Gale, do not begrudge my son or myself if my son should beat yours. It's fair play, you know, and this is the mindset of my son. And if it's not, this is what I'm trying to teach. This way he'll be balanced, and this way he can win the hearts of the people. I'm not so much interested in the belt. He's interested in the belt because he's young, so he has, youth and ego. He's interested in the belt. I'm interested in him becoming and being seen to be a man of standard, of good conduct.